Hi, my name's Sacha Narine, and I'm a designer on Company of Heroes 2.
Sacha, tell us what's new about Company of Heroes 2.
Company of Heroes 2 is an evolution of the first game. We wanted to keep everything that was great about Company of Heroes and add in new exciting systems, dynamic line of sight, new weather systems, incredible new squads, abilities, new commanders. It's a whole lot of new features, but it keeps the core of the first game.
So what are you most excited about for people to experience with Company of Heroes 2?
Personally, I'm most excited about the online combat. I just think the multiplayer is so tight right now. It feels great, it feels balanced, it feels complex in a good way. It's easy to learn but difficult to master, and I just think we have so much in store for competitive players, but also for casual people who want to try out our cooperative stuff.
Tell us the story. What's going on in Company of Heroes 2?
The story follows a single soldier who becomes a journalist, a writer in for the Red Army. From 1941 to 45, we kind of follow his path through the war. He's one of the lucky few Soviet soldiers to survive, and it's a really gripping, sort of tragic story, and I think it's more complex than anything we've done before, emotionally complex, and it really teaches a few history lessons, but it's a very personal story. It's about soldiers, it's about heroes, and it maintains that feeling of the first game following Able Company. In this game you're following just a small group of Soviet soldiers as they do great heroic actions throughout the war.
What are you guys showing here new at E3?
What are we showing that's new?
Yeah.
Well, the game is almost done, so we're showing pretty much everything. We're showing off the campaign experience, we're showing off the multiplayer and our open beta, and we can talk about anything. We've got all these new features like the dynamic line of sight, true sight. We've got cold text, we've got cool dynamic environments with blizzards and deformable snow, ice that cracks and squad sinking through. We're showing pretty much everything right now.
What are some of the challenges when designing a game with a lot of dynamic elements as opposed to linear elements or scripted elements?
Oh boy, it's tough sometimes. It's tough to anticipate what a player is going to do, so what we kind of have to do is let the player choose how to play and try to allow for any type of play style and not force them down any one path. So, with the campaign, of course, we have to teach a little bit, but we hope that with Theater of War and multiplayer, people feel like they can play however they want, whether that's focused on armor or assault guns or infantry, whether they want to use a lot of abilities or they want to just macro. You should be able to play however you like.
Do you have a favorite unit in the game?
Boy, my favorite unit is probably the Su-76 Soviet assault gun. It's really versatile. It's this cool open-top vehicle that can fire a barrage like an artillery squad, but it also can do pretty decent anti-vehicle. So yeah, and it's relatively cheap, it's cost-effective. I like it a lot.
And when is this game coming out?
Company of Heroes 2 is coming out on June 25th.
Mac client?
Mac client? It's a possibility. Yeah, we'll see in the future, but can't really talk about it right now.